Sup goats, it's JOAT, and welcome back to a new live reaction and review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Exobolt 008 by Exobolt. So, Exobolt, I am not all too familiar with this label. I feel like when it comes to color-based and melodic dubstep, this label is overlooked, obviously because of Rushdown, but I feel like their releases have taken an entire different approach to the genre, to melodic bass, to color bass, just in general. So, and I haven't seen anybody cover one of their releases thus far. I don't think so. It's going to be pretty interesting taking a look at this. And yeah, I know that Sharks is one of the people that runs this label, I believe, and I love Sharks music, so I'm pretty interested as to what they sort of bring to the table with these Exobolt installments, the self-titled installments. Yeah, 13 tracks on display. I am very, very intrigued. So yeah, I'm definitely excited. There's a couple names I know on here. I can't say that I'm a fan of all of them, but still. I mean, I like their sort of 2D aesthetic too. The sort of that simplistic, cartoonish theme that they go for when it comes to cover art and illustration, all that. It's pretty cool. I like the little characters they have too. That's pretty cute. But yeah, without further ado, let me just dive straight into this pretty raw. Pause. Starting with PLEEG. I don't know. PLEEG is fire. I love PLEEG. He's definitely one of my favorite up-and-coming color-based producers at the moment. That EP he dropped on Rushdown a couple months back is great. So, I have very high hopes for this. I did not expect that build-up coming in. Oh. It's like he's almost using the vocal chops as a lead. It's pretty creative. That staple start-stop delivery of his, the plinkiness shining through. Pretty snappy percussion too. Light. Oh, the minimalism. The light. The way he chops the riser, what the fuck? It's like PLEEG never does too much. It's always emphasis on the main ideas. Whatever he feels like doesn't need to be put into the mix, he just leaves the fuck out, which I love. You don't have to pay as much attention to a lot of elements just playing out. Shifts your focus to what's going on in the front of the mix. The piano. There's kind of a key switch up there, but the execution was great. I didn't mind that. The filtering. It's just little stuff, subtleties that you pick up on too while listening to his music. And then this voyaging, uplifting part that was in the intro too. This song, man. It's not one of my favorites by him, but it's still so well produced. Like Repost. Smart move putting PLEEG at the very front to just blow people away. Alright, that was a pretty great song. Do I need to say much more? Love the artiness, just the whole creative approach. PLEEG's music does not sound like much when it comes to the grander color-based melodic dubstep scene. He's one of the most unique names, and just production, ideas, execution as well. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Alright, Stessie with you. And that was a 2.5 minute tune too, but it was so fleshed out. Happy hardcore almost. This is... The way the build-up comes in, that's very nice. Kind of hyperpop infusion with happy hardcore. Whoa, I hear some mode mixture in there. If y'all know me, I am not a fan of that at all. Especially if the execution is subpar, but so far, it's not sounding all too bad. And I like this tune's energy. Okay. Yeah, I must say I'm not a huge fan of the notation, but this awareness, how sporadic it is, I love that. Ugh. Potency is just so unexpected. Its energy is, it's different. Yeah, what an unorthodox way to build tension, and the delivery too in the drops. Some definite thought was put into that, and I can appreciate it. This is nice. But yeah, the chord switch-ups, the key switch-ups, I can't say I love those. But all these sections, the blend of genres, it's actually great. Drum and bass almost, pretty light and soft percussion here, and it works with all the haziness. Yeah, this track just has different acts to it almost. It has so much going on and so much going for it. You gotta appreciate it, not gonna lie. I mean, and the vocals in the different sections. Alright, I'm getting a Porter Robinson vibe from this. Yeah, I like this more. It seems more coherent when it comes to melodic progression. Yeah, the key switch-ups, chord switch-ups, all that happened in the first couple sections. Did feel a bit unnecessary in my opinion. The track already had so much going for it. Just, I mean, I guess that just adds to this tune's unique nature. But yeah, other than that, outside of that chord key switch up, abstract notation, jazz notation, I enjoyed everything else. That was like 15 different color-based songs in one. Not even color-based. Color-based, melodic dubstep, melodic bass, fucking everything. Just all of the melodic bass subgenres put into one, with some happy hardcore on top, some just all around EDM, that Porter Robinson vibe in the second drop. That was a lot to process actually, but objectively very well produced, very well thought out. Again, the deliveries in the first drop as well, that that was a lot to take in. Definitely commendable. Big up Stessie. All right, Infowler and Samzing, Stardust feat. Sofuu. Oh, this vocal reminds me, I forgot to mention the vocals in the Stessie tune. They were also the vocal chopping was very intricately arranged. This vocal's nice, very soothing. Like the texture leading up to every snare. That's cool. Yeah, this is definitely more typical color-based melodic dubstep. Okay. Seemed a bit off there again. Nice melodicity. Yeah, not crazy unique ideas or anything, but I like the power and the force and the brilliance to it. Okay, that was pretty nice. Not gonna lie. Vocal did really help out with that. I like how it was implemented in the final breakdown. I wouldn't even call it a full drop. Ooh. That's nice, that jumbled up, color bassy delivery. That's more melodic dubstep in the first drop actually, and this is more color bassy. And this is just melodic bass in general. Yeah, not the most unique song when it comes to this type of music, but still very enjoyable at that. The second drop was a bit brief actually. I could have hoped for more of that. Color-based section was nice. What followed after was cool. And the intro was enjoyable too, but like I felt like that could have had some more development to it as well. But yeah, I enjoyed the melodic progression again. Not much to say about that one. I feel like it's just overall an enjoyable listen, especially for people that are into melodic dubstep and color bass. So if you're a fan of what Rushdown drops and of what Exobolt drops, you probably already know this, but give this tune a listen. Kaval in Full Mana with Insight. So Kaval, I am not too huge on his stuff. I took a look into his discography on SoundCloud. Yeah, some of the tunes I just found to be too uninteresting, a little bland, and other songs that were more unique just didn't work for me, so I don't know what to expect here. Hopefully he shifts my perception of his music a little, but as of right now, I really don't enjoy Kaval stuff. This sounds like D&B. That might be cool. Or drum step. Okay, we got that Game Boy type of feel. Oh, so it's just melodic drum step kind of. Okay, yeah, it's like melodic bro step almost. Loving the vocal chopping and the sort of deeper growly basses. The harmonic and melodic progression isn't amazing. Its jumpiness is cool, and what it does here, more fluid. Didn't do too much. Wasn't crazy about it. Yeah, the different deliveries were nice, I guess, but I wasn't getting too much out of that overall. It's very Temanite and Chime inspired. I just wasn't getting anything insanely original out of it. And this time, the way it progressed didn't really make up for that, in my opinion. The potency is nice, though. Nice fake out. This is better. Alright, there's some of this melodicity just seems off to me. Just flickers of weird notation right there. The rest is cool though. Alright. Oh, there's still over a minute left to this track. Yeah, I like that slight robotic feel to this track as well. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd be going back to this really because ideas aren't all that great. Melodicity, decent. Had some weird spots. But again, the way that some of these sections contrast each other was appealing, so. Like, as a whole song, its composition, the way tension gets built, the way the different flows, I guess, contrast each other is cool. Other than that, I'm not too crazy about this track. Yeah, it's just not my type of melodic dubstep, really. I mean, I guess if the ideas were a little more unique, I'd probably get into it more, but yeah, I wasn't too crazy about that one. Had some cool moments, but other than that, Alright, Distayne, Far Away. I've heard of Distayne from somewhere. This is sounding good, mesmerizing, and plinky arps. Nice counter melodies. It's like, is this mid-tempo? Yeah, has that nostalgia factor. Yeah, again, this is not my type of melodic bass exactly. I like the energy, how forceful and like insistent it is. The song really tries hard to keep you locked into it, which I like. Synth chords are actually pretty nice, not gonna lie. I don't know, melodic dubstep producers like to do this. Like the chords do da 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 da, like da. The pitch like sort of goes upward. I hear that sort of pitching up of the chords, the synth chords, a lot. It's almost tiring actually, but I guess if they want to do it, this is much more unique. Yeah. The arrangement, the intricacy. This is almost, I do not know what to label this. Like the tempo is interesting. Is it mid-tempo, drum and bass, halftime, something in between? Drum step? Again, a well-sectioned song, lots of different parts to it that work together more or less, I'd say. But again, I'm not the biggest fan of them as a whole, altogether. Okay, this is melodic dub. Yeah. Like that movement. Yeah. This is good. This is good, actually. Ooh. Yeah, I like that little glitchiness being added. Okay. Okay. I'm not 100% sure how to feel about this one. I got into that final drop, especially in that B section. Melodicity was very nice. Yeah, I mean, the first drop, I liked its energy, not bringing any just groundbreaking ideas to the table again, but the way it came in, the way it was just persistent, and it was just the way it was to the point, you know? I like that sort of attitude. And yeah, from there, the ideas got more interesting in that second drop. And with that final drop, the melodicity was nice. So again, every single section had something going for it. Yeah, single aspects of the drops carried them, in my opinion. And they definitely made up for what was not so interesting. That was actually pretty cool overall. I'll leave a like. Mewnlight Rose Isolation? Mewnlight? Mewnlight Rose. Interesting name. There's a little menacing, not gonna lie. Oh, getting prettier though. Look what those drums do. Okay. So it's like a metal step hybrid of... I'm very intrigued.
It'll take a little while.
Oh, okay, yo. This might be so interesting. Hold up. Hold the phone. What the fuck is this genre called, man? I keep on forgetting the name. Well, not this genre, but the tempo. What is it? Damn, it's at the tip of my tongue. Oh, it's electro, is it not? I do not know why. It has to be electro. So this is like metal step electro. I usually do not go for this type of stuff, honestly. How grungy and sort of guttural this is, and then like, yeah, those jabby malfunctioning parts. This is definitely one of my favorites so far. That was very cool. I love that aesthetic. It's fucking electro, bro. Or glitch hop? No, it's not glitch hop. It's electro. I don't know why I didn't get that genre labeling down. Nice melodicity here. Cool. Again, force, power to the drops, or breakdowns even. Yeah, nice hybrid of genres too, that was great. And the way that intro came in with the drum breaks, yeah. And this is the halfway point of the whole song. Riffs, drums. Yeah, I'm not an electro fan, but what we got on that first drop of the Distayne song and this, the Exobolt might sway me, not gonna lie. I haven't heard this good electro in a hot minute. Grungy ass riffs. And it again has that nostalgia factor, but the way it's executed, the different approach it takes. Yeah. Metal, electro metal. Alright, that sounds cringe. Kind of a 1788 L feel to this song as well, which I enjoy. I'd love to hear some mid-tempo from this producer specifically. From Mewnlight Rose. Like, if you look at this cover art, this song, like, you wouldn't think it's on the comp, but I love the incorporation. Ugh. Kind of reminds me of Accent too. It gets a little more hopeful and uplifting here too. This is a whole ass experience. Very fleshed out tune. I'll leave a repost too. how somber this feels too, like melancholy. Definitely not my type of music, but I mean, it impressed me. And it's definitely one of my favorites when it comes to electro, metal step as well. I'll check out that producer later because that was a very interesting listen. Big up. But most definitely, the biggest up you can give. Yeah, okay. Rusherz, Awakening. Okay, that combination of like melodic dubstep synth chords and ravey ARP works better than I imagined it would. Like, on paper, it shouldn't work, but the way this producer does it, it's good. Alright. Got that robotic, droidy feel again, like with the last tune. Delivery's cool. Like that mechanical twisting and turning, like gear grinding sound, sorta. Oh. Yeah, this is still like part of the drop, but feels kind of like a bridge too. And then it has those growly sounds in between too. And the nice arpiness. Yeah, Monster Cat vibes for sure. Again, a lot going on here. This is a great midsection. The melody in the front, the bass lines, choppy, and then that vocal sample. Yes, sir. Ugh, that delivery. Ugh, that works. And the way it just draws out more simple. Ooh! Now the way the sounds just ricochet off each other, that's fire. Yeah, and then this again, the midsection-y, outro-y now, bridge half drop section. Okay. Nice structuring to this track, for real. And this thoroughly is the best melodic progression I've heard thus far, and it doesn't sound off at any point. Pretty cute here too. A definite highlight for me as well. I don't go for this type of style either, really. That Monster Cat style is not for me usually, but nice melodicity on show, nice harmonic progression as well. That was pretty cool actually. Has that nostalgia factor, but doesn't just, yeah, I guess it adheres to that Monster Cat-y nostalgia factor, but also has its own thing going for it, for sure. Sounds are fresher than what you would hear from that era, I feel like, and yeah, okay, solid. Skyth, I've heard of Skyth from, I think they dropped an interval song. Elapse. Okay. I'm interested. You have that little cute droid-like melody playing out. I was like, what the fuck's gonna come in? And then just this neuro-iness, and it's crunchy and gritty. Alright, definite favorite, like repost off the bat. Look how gorgeous this is. Key switch up. Bit sudden. I'm getting used to it now. Alright, so this is like a blend of halftime ambient music almost. And I guess color bass. Key switch up, that sort of threw me off right there. It did, not gonna lie. Yeah, just that melody chirping along. This is so peaceful. And I mean, sure, the heaviness is heavy, that Reminisce, but it doesn't really, it's not all too forthright or in your face. It just provides some nice, beautiful bottom end, you know, twisting and turning as well. This is gorgeous, bro. Alright. Yeah, that's my definite favorite so far. Okay. Also, my bad, I may have said Skyth. I think it's pronounced Skyth, so apologies for butchering the name. But let's get into Marcix with Reminisce. So Marcix dropped a really nice tune on the New Colors Volume 4 compilation, which I also reviewed, by the way. But it was really nice. I like that robotic tinge it had. Melodicity was great. So I'm hyped. Oh, quick build up. It reminds me of that tune too. Nice swelling harmonic bits, and the ARP is nice too. It's not really plinky, it's really soft and really like cuddly, fuzzy. Okay, that filtering was really weird. It made the percussion sound kind of muffled. I didn't really like that. Yeah, that sounded kind of off. But still, like its energy, its sprite-like allure is cool. Oh, great build-up. There's more jumpiness. That like droplet sound being added. It's a definite highlight, not gonna lie. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't have that robotic tinge to it like the last tune I went over, but oh, it's forthrightedness. Oh, this section. Okay. Nice way to draw the song out. 2.5 minute tune, left its mark. I like that one. That was a really good song. Yeah, yet again, another W for Marcix in my book. I need to get into more of their stuff for sure. I don't think there's much to like dissect on that track too. I mean, ARP's doing their thing, the swelling, harmonicity, as I said. That like filtering, the way the percussion was muffled in the final part of the first drop was weird. But the rest was very enjoyable. I liked how pixie-like and sprite-like that whole feel was, how jumpy and bouncy and cutesy it was. Alright. Eccentric, Cloudrunner. Okay. Great guitar number here. Oh. Alright. There's some weird melodicity. Okay. Okay, I like the percussion placements, but I feel like when that rattling like hi-hat thing in the back, that like shake or whatever that is, that's cool. But the rest feels a bit drab, not gonna lie. Especially those synth chords. That grimy bass line was cool. Well, that's a interesting mixing. The bass line is louder than the chords, to the point where it's off-putting. Okay, and it drew out weird. Okay, I didn't really enjoy that drop all too much. There was something vapid about it, like there wasn't enough going on or something, but it felt like the energy was sort of being sucked out of it too. As for the progression was good actually. It wasn't bad. We'll see what they do here in the coming drops. Okay. Alright, there's two sort of sections here. This is better. Kind of folky guitar section here with the vocal chops. Ooh, and the more recent one. I'm slowly getting into this. Yeah, the mixing was a bit off. like those greasy neuro-y bits had more presence than the rest of the mix did. They felt like they were more up in your face. Oh, and that second drop was kind of too brief too. I'm not crazy about this one. It had good ideas on show, but the execution was off. Yeah, that second drop, execution was a bit more on point, but it ended way too quickly. Yeah, first section of the first drop was my least favorite for sure. I couldn't get into that one at all, really. Again, the awareness of sounds was cool, like with a lot of these tunes so far, but it didn't fully work, I feel like. Yeah, I think it was a mixing thing too that made the sounds not work together as well. That could also be the case. Yeah, wasn't huge on it. Alright, Aethral and Miss Lina with Luminescence. Well, okay. Another happy hardcore section. I like the way those crashes like came in and then it like faded in. Nice manipulation there. This reminds me of like some 2000s pop stuff. Oh! Okay, what are they gonna do with this, I wonder? There are those crashes again. That was cool. I do wish this section wasn't in between. It would have just kept up the like energy, but here it is like springing back to life. Is this just the whole song? I'm not crazy about the melodic progression again. Some of the notes it hits just seem off to me. Here's a kind of drop. And just that notation, sparkly notation playing out. Oh. So yeah, that notation was all over the place. I didn't love it, but the energy of this tune, the way it just gets you moving, it somehow makes up. Like, it makes me kind of ignore some of that notation. Like, individually, it's more about the whole thing, the whole composition entirely. We'll see what this second breakdown-y section does. And this is off the wall for sure. Nice lyrics too. Yeah, those notes that they're borrowing from different chords, from different keys. If those were taken out, I would have gotten into this much more. But I guess the execution is a little better than what I usually hear when it comes to color bass, melodic music in general. Like, a lot of it feels forced in my opinion. A lot of it. I want to say around 80%. This was definitely an example of it not being as bad, being better actually, especially again because of how much that art did in that section. I mean, it didn't land the notes too awkwardly and it just kept going on, so I didn't mind it all too much actually. That was a pretty cool happy hardcore tune. I mean, I didn't think it was amazing or anything, but the whole idea of it, the concept is pretty appealing to me. That wasn't bad. All right, let's get to Paper Skies from the start. So Paper Skies, I'm not crazy about. I can usually appreciate the production of his music, but there's not much standout or unique when it comes to his stuff. It's just average color bass, melodic dubstep, I feel like. But we'll see what we get here. This first section already sounded pretty promising actually. Nice and plinky. Alright. Very nice build-up. I love that build-up. Alright, it's that water droplet-y type of approach. It's straightforward. A little too straightforward. I like... Oh! that like flutteriness of those chords. I'm slowly getting into this. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that water droplet delivery, but all this, it's seething power. It's, yeah. Okay, that wasn't bad. Lyrics are pretty cool. Yeah, this is an example of the ideas not being standout or unique. Just that typical future-based synth chord approach. I like what it does. I like its progression, and I like its haziness, and the way it throbs and pumps is pretty cool. Yeah, I guess the combination of chords and like this, and the way it twists around and turns and does its little thing, is pretty cool. This is a solid track. It's solid. It's solid. I got into it. Okay. Alright. That wasn't bad. Yeah, the way he just coupled the water droplet-y delivery with the synth chords again, it made for a pretty cool experience. This is probably my favorite Paper Sky song, actually, to be honest. Yeah. Final track. Kazukii and Jeto, Sail, Feet, Meseta. This is gorgeous. Oh, those strings. The way they just come in and dip back out. And the ARP. Ugh, just brimming with emotion. And this is pretty euphoric. Alright, this sort of climax there. I thought some sort of drop was gonna come in, but I don't mind this. It's pretty sudden, but I like that little break. I like the little fill that came in before this. The enveloping bottom range sounds. Nice filtering. We got some mid-tempo here. This is a nice outro song. If it doesn't do much from here, I won't mind it really. I don't feel like this song needs to have a proper drop. This is just a build up here. Yeah, okay. Also, pretty solid. Oh, those exotic instruments are good. And the simple trap beat too, the little glitchy sounds coming in. Perfect way to end out this compilation, honestly. Solid. Nice singing, nice vocals, big up Meseta for those. And that concludes this compilation. This was a pretty solid comp, not gonna lie. A lot of these songs, ideas weren't all too stand out, but the execution all throughout was pretty on point, to be honest. My favorites, PLEEG, I don't know, Mewnlight Rose, Isolation, and Skyth Elapse, I want to say. That might change. Definite honorable mentions, Stessie with You, Sail, Just Now, and Reminisce by Marcix. Those three are definite like runner-ups. But yeah, Exobolt definitely has their own thing going when it comes to color bass and melodic dubstep. They definitely bring something different to the table than Rushdown do, for example. And again, I feel like they're overlooked because of Rushdown. Sure, they have 10,000 followers, but there's not all too many plays on this compilation overall. Half of the songs have under 1,000 plays. They do deserve a little more than that. Come on now. And this comp is almost 3 days old. But yeah, this compilation is also a bit all over the place when it comes to different aesthetics with these individual songs. Again, a lot of the music is pretty standard, typical, future bassy infused, melodic dub, color bass. That does work for the most part, not gonna lie. And it's not necessarily generic either, but it's similar to a lot of what you'd hear in the scene. And then there are a couple outliers, like Isolation, for example, and Skyth. The outliers are definitely my favorites, I'd say, yeah. I feel like basically all of these tracks section out their different like stages of the tune pretty well. Better than what I hear when it comes to other subgenres of dubstep, not gonna lie, but I guess melodic music has to do that better because of melodicity and whatnot. Still, I mean, it's commendable. To sum this compilation up in a word, solid. I will definitely get into Exobolt more often. I mean, I did follow them on SoundCloud prior to actually really listening to a comp all the way through. This is my first time. But yeah, they do deserve more recognition. This was a pretty enjoyable listen and quite a fair share to offer, not gonna lie. But yeah, this has been your boy Joe. Thank you all for watching. Drop your opinions in the comment section below. If you're a color-based listener, I suggest you check out this comp. I mean, what was your favorite track, your least favorite track? Do y'all think I capped whilst giving some of my takes on this stuff? And make sure to join my Discord server. Link is at the top of the description. Follow my socials, especially my Twitter. We're trying to get to 340 followers by the end of the month. And make sure to support these producers if you enjoyed any of the music that was on show. Yeah, I most definitely need to check out more melodic dubstep. I'm trying to do an Ophelia Records compilation sometime as well. Yeah, that was my video. Take care and peace.